Why you gonna sneak your
everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody in the building. I felt like doing some great content for y'all tonight. That's Hard Luck, B-A-N. He got a remix with Dave East, you dig what I'm saying? And shout out to Hard Luck, because anytime I play his music, he don't let me play it just by playing it. Every time I play it, he don't block it, but he does hit that button, just like my nigga Jaffe. Shout out to Jaffe, and he says to share that revenue. So check this out. I like bringing a bunch of new music. I like bringing new music. You dig what I'm saying? Gonna wait for a few more people to get in the building. Shout out to everybody that's pulling up. I'm gonna shout it out. If y'all can hear me crystal clear, anybody but a dead body, do me a favor, give me some dice cubes so I can shout out everybody that's in the building. Because I got a song I want y'all to hear that I don't think nobody's ever heard because I ain't heard it. And you know I'm a music connoisseur. You dig what I'm saying? Thank you, East New York. Thank you. Angie, baby! Is in the building. Shout out to my sister, East New York. She was the first one to type in. My dude, Dog Soldier, a.k.a. the last Boy Scout, is in the building. Green Eyes is in the building. He crazy, but he's in the building. You know what I'm saying? I don't have you blocked, Green Eyes. I don't have you blocked. You dig what I'm saying? You know we got Angie Baby up in the building. Let me see who we got. Kills22. He says, salute. Happy New Year's, Dice. Good to see you back, OG. Miss your last few lives, but I'm tuned in. You know you still locked in. You got your gun. Appreciate you, my guy, peoples. 212. Happy New Year. I appreciate all y'all for pulling up in the building because I know y'all been asking for some content, and I got some content for you. I'm going to talk about a couple of things. Tonight, I'm going to talk about Gervonte Davis. Tonight, I'm going to talk about this whole controversial situation pertaining to Nicki Minaj and Donald Trump. And last but not least, I'm going to get into some hip-hop content. Shout out to my man, Artist Morrison, because if y'all know right now, they got a great battle that's been anticipated for years. If you know anything about the mixtapes, when Lloyd Banks was on G Unit, he was one of the most lyrical MCs I've ever heard in a long time. And he had a mixtape back in the days around 2000 that was called Lloyd Banks versus Brooklyn Own. Shout out to my nigga Fab. Shout out to my main man, Paul King. Shout out to Twan. Shout out to Fat Boy. Shout out to Corey. Shout out to the whole street fam and Brevoort Projects. If you know, you know. They out there doing what they got to do. And they got that bud. They got that legal bud now. Shout out to Vaughn from Kingsborough. Go check my mans and them out on Ralph and Herkimer. If you want that fire za, go up in there and tell Vaughn Big Dice sent you. You dig what I'm saying? I see you in the building. We got Annette up in the building. I see you, sis. Yo, this is for the women. This is for the women. I'm about to play a song before I get into this content, and I want everybody in here to pay attention to this song. Because women, they got some shit to say too, and this song right here caught my eye. I want y'all to pay attention to this song, man. This lady, her name is Lady London. And the name of this story is called Lisa's Story by Lady London. Remember, we all heard it first. This shit is crazy. Buckle your seatbelts. This is hip hop when we used to tell stories. Let's go.
Hello?
Let me tell you about this guy that I met.
What up, Al? Hope you're talking about a guy with a check.
It's all money and it's funny I'm calling you about it, Pete. Wait a minute for this nigga be crawling up out his sleep.
What's T?
When I saw him, I was playing it mean. I met him out in Harlem, but he say you from Queens.
Aight, cool. What do you look like? Tallin' about his green?
Bitch, yes, and his paper was falling up out his jeans.
Say words.
This nigga the realest about his friends smell of creed, make me wanna just live up inside his skin.
You a trip.
Nah, word is, got him
Yo, hold up, man. Shout out to Lady London, y'all. I'ma keep it funky with you. Niggas don't really got no flow like this girl. And this shit right here is a hell of a story. Would y'all please pay attention? Remember where y'all heard it first. Fair YouTube usage. This shit is fire.
Hello?
Let me tell you about this guy that I met.
What up, Al? Hope you're talking about a guy with a check.
It's all money and it's funny I'm calling you about it, Pete. Wait a minute for this nigga be
Let's not
crawling
think
up
for
out his
myself.
sleep.
Salute.
What's T?
When I saw him, I was playing it mean. I met him out in Harlem, but he say you from Queens.
Aight, cool. What do you look like? Tallin' about his green?
Bitch, yes, and his paper was falling up out his jeans.
Say words.
This nigga the realest about his friends smell of creed, make me wanna just live up inside his skin.
You a trip.
Nah, word is, got him a little bitch.
This thick?
Show is, seen her inside a pit.
Aw, shit. Did you screenshot it?
Bitch, I'm the queen of it. Group text, let me make it so the team got it.
Oh my God.
Got it?
No, not her.
Why?
Fuck. Please tell me this is not his damn girl.
What you talking about?
Nah, L, this is not a damn drill.
Huh?
Her name Diamond and crazy ass ill. I'm about to FaceTime. You gon' get your ass killed.
What?
I know it's never common for people to have you scared, but Diamond is like Simon, cause people do what she says. It's just a matter of time for alignment to being set. But that nigga that you met ain't the problem, it's who he with. Yeah, she a different bitch, straight vicious shit. Pretty brown, thick, every month got a different whip.
So he like.
Yo, shout out to Tanja in the building. Shout out to Mr. I Think For Myself. Yo, this right here is a hell of a story, y'all. Let's go. Big Jake, I see you.
Let me tell you about this guy that I met.
What up, Al? Hope you talking about a guy with a check.
It's all money, and it's funny I'm calling you about it, Pete. Wait a minute, for this nigga be crawling about his sleep.
What's T?
When I saw him, I was playing it mean. I met him out in Harlem, but he say he from Queens.
Let's go.
Alright, cool. What do he look like? Tooling about his green?
Bitch, yes, and his paper was fooling about his jeans.
Say words.
This nigga the realest about his friends. Smell of Creed, make me wanna just live up inside his skin.
You a trip.
Nah, word is, got him a little bitch.
This bitch?
Show is, seen her inside a pit.
Oh shit, did you screenshot it?
Bitch, I'm the queen of it. Group text, let me make it so the team got it.
Oh my god.
Got it?
No, not her.
Why?
Fuck. Please tell me this is not his damn girl.
What you talking about?
Nah, L, this is not a damn drill.
Huh?
Her name Diamond and her crazy ass ill. I'm about to FaceTime. You gon' get your ass killed.
What?
I know it's never common for people to have you scared, but Diamond is like Simon, cause people do what she says. It's just a matter of time for alignment to being set. But that nigga that you met ain't the problem, it's who he with. Yeah, she a different bitch, straight vicious shit. Pretty brown, thick, every month got a different whip.
So he love her?
Bitch, probably more than his mother. I heard the last nigga to touch her, he put him under.
Under what? Nah, don't you mumble shit.
Buried in the ground, real down, I mean under 6.
Low on a humble tip?
Bro, really bust a clip. Nigga named Jigga used to hit on some rumble shit.
Word?
So your nigga named Money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, light skin, tall, tight, funny, right?
Yeah, take me to the more tight buddy like.
Right.
Try to eat it through my drawers type slutty
Oh,
like.
Diamond don't got an Instagram, but when it come to designer, she got a list of them. Bags with a pistol and lunatics. Or bad, listen, ruthless. Probably cause she started way back on a booster shit.
Okay.
Jigga died, but when alive was the worst.
How?
Never cried when she heard he got murked.
So you trying to say that money got him hurt?
No, bitch, like I'm trying to say he put him on a shirt.
Double park from the angels is packed inside. Hopped out and seen light skin passing by.
Light skin. He all in my light tints while I'm parallel parking the dark in my white Benz.
Hold on, cause I ain't seen you in these spots before. Left the car by the hydrant and locked the doors.
Walk to the curb, long way so I don't walk through the dirt. And I could hear the song play as I was walking in first.
So I'm like, pardon me love, you got a minute?
Look, I'm in a rush, I gotta pivot.
Oh, well, I ain't trying to get all up in your business.
And I'm hoping your car just isn't rented.
Oh no, I ain't one of them.
Yeah.
Really could upgrade the car that you coming in. You might wanna come again.
Come again? Oh, you really not one of them. I like your chain. What's your name? And where was you from again?
My name Money Like, chain bright, sunny like. And I wear a crown in the town, they don't come at night.
Word?
See my style, I'm a Queens nigga anyhow.
Where?
Southside, come sit down, we can get
So
around.
you fine and I get that. I like that I don't see you all the time. Yeah, I'm with that. But tell me where your bitch
Wait,
at.
what you mean?
I can tell that you cuff. And look at you, straight through. I can tell that you stuck.
Alright, I got a bitch though.
Yeah.
You know how shit go.
I do.
I might flirt, I can't fuck up the crib though.
But you love it all? Don't blow your cover, bro. Nah, really, what that's like your baby mother though?
No baby though.
Oh.
That's my baby though.
Oh.
And watch how you talk about my lady though.
Oh, excuse me, pardon me, bro. But you stopped me outside. Why you talk to me for? Like, what?
Long story.
Fucking make time for it.
But you don't believe me? Fuck, I'm alive for.
Yeah, whatever.
I had a sister, used to date this man sorta. Used to fuck with this guy, always put his hands on her.
What?
Type of nigga hit another man's daughter.
Right.
Bottom line, almost caught a manslaughter.
Oh, shit.
But he moved on fast, a little too quick. What's crazy is his old bitch is my new
What
bitch.
she look like?
Brown skin, little too thick.
Oh.
Never mind all that, you think you too slick. What's up with you though?
Nothing.
You seem cool though. Last call, so what you about to do though?
I don't know. I know I'm coming with you, though.
So we could chill and hit the town for a few though.
Alright.
Yo, where you at?
And I'm up the block.
Man, stop playing. When is you coming back? Matter of fact, you could link me at the spot.
No.
Stop fronting. You know that you pulling up. Come on.
I have not heard nothing like that in a long time, y'all. I have not heard nothing like that in a long time. I have not heard nothing like that in a long time. Shout out to Holly. I see you in the building. Appreciate you for pulling up in the building, sis. Yo, whoever that girl is, she is underrated. See, it take a lot of people to really be an MC. That's a fact. It take a lot of people to really be an MC. When we was coming up, people told stories like the Dana Danes, the Slick Ricks. You understand what I'm saying to you? The Biz Marquis. You understand what I'm saying to you? We had a different Diddy Bop back in the days. And whoever she is, whew, Lord have mercy. Yeah, I'm here, girl, I'm here. Well, I got some great content for y'all, man. People say, yo, storyline was dope. Because for the first time, you know we usually hear about the dudes being the ones that's worried about. Now, homie he got busy too, but they said that she was the chick was the one that was the one. And if y'all don't know who that is, that's the young lady from G Unit. What's her name, man? Somebody tell me her name. She from G Unit. She used to sing with 50 Cent. And I'll take you to the candy shop. I forgot her name. What's her name, y'all? Can somebody tell me her name? The young lady that was playing, the lady that shot her at the end. I forgot her name, but it's called Lisa's Story, man, by Lady London. I haven't heard that in a long time. I'm going to keep it funky with you. I haven't heard when it comes to females, they tell a story. Olivia, that's her name, dog. Appreciate you. Olivia. Thank you, Holly. Olivia. That's her name. The last time I heard a female that gave me a dialogue, can anybody tell me the female I'm about to pull out my head? Tell me a female that's in my head right now, when we was coming up, had a flow just like that, and always told a story that was very interesting. Can anybody tell me who that female is that's in my head right now? Yeah, Eve is all right too, Angie. But you don't get two brownie points. Yeah, that was a fire song about her friend that got killed. Rest in peace. That's a cold-blooded fact. But I was thinking about MC Lyte. That's a fact, peoples. Yo, listen to me. Peoples, she reminds me of MC. That's a fact, East New York. She reminds me of MC Lyte. When we was coming up, shout out to my man Ron from around the corner, man, from Albany Projects. If you know, you from 180. When we was in junior high school, he was fucking with MC Lyte. Like, he had MC Lyte in Albany Projects. This is a fact. Nigga by the name of Ron Singleton. He was one of them super fly guys. He had both of his parents with him. He had a brother named Derek. Both of his family had good jobs, but they just lived in the projects, and he was one of them super fly niggas. He wasn't hustling. He wasn't selling drugs. He just had a family that kept him fly. And MC Lyte, when it comes to Georgie Porgy, you know what I'm saying? Yo, certain songs Lyte talked about really, really, really like had me like, oh shit. Well, let's get into some content. The first thing I want to talk about is Gervonte Davis. How do y'all feel about him? I know it's a bunch of ladies in the building, my guys that's in the building. I want to ask y'all a question. How do y'all feel about Gervonte Davis? Well, before y'all get into that, I want to show you what's going on with him, because he was on the run for a couple of weeks, and I didn't know that. But he appeared in court today, and he made bond. Check this out.
A boxing champion is out of the ring and sitting in a South Florida jail tonight. Gervonte Davis appeared in bond court today. He's charged with battery, false imprisonment, and attempted kidnapping after an incident at a strip club in October of last year. Police say he attacked his ex-girlfriend in the club. The judge ordered Davis to have no contact with the victim and to stay away from the club. Davis was arrested this morning.
I'm going to pull that back up. Because I want y'all to really see something in depth. I want y'all to pay attention to something before I get into this little brief conversation about him. I'm going to pull that back up. I want y'all to see something before I pull that up, because it wasn't really displayed the way I wanted to see it. I wanted y'all to see it, so I'm going to go ahead and play this one more time. Pay attention. Forgive me for that, y'all. Pay attention to this one more time.
A boxing champion is out of the ring and sitting in a South Florida jail tonight. Gervonte Davis appeared in bond court today. He's charged with battery, false imprisonment, and attempted kidnapping after an incident at a strip club in October of last year. Police say he attacked his ex-girlfriend in the club. The judge ordered Davis to have no contact with the victim and to stay away from the club. Davis was arrested this morning following a 2-week long manhunt.
How y'all feel about him? Angie said, love is blind. Love is blind. She said, I never liked his vibe. Holly said, yo, Dice, he's a woman beater. East New York said, nigga's a loser. Everybody, we do know where he's from, right? We do know where he's from. He's from Baltimore, Maryland. And I don't know if y'all heard, they just stripped him of his championship. So he is no longer the light middleweight or whatever champion. He is no longer that. Mr. I think for myself, said, yo, nigga's a clown, Dice. They told him because of his incident pertaining to this right here, they stripped him of his belt. Now, y'all know he was supposed to fight Jake Paul. Pay attention. Gervonte Davis was scheduled to fight Jake Paul. That was the boxer. That was the professional boxer. Originally, he was supposed to fight. Mr. Jake Paul and his camp, when they found out about the alleged allegations pertaining to Gervonte Davis and this situation right here, they said they wanted nothing to do with it because it's bad for image. It's bad for promotion. Bad for image, bad for promotion. They said that he grabbed the young lady by the back of her head. Pay attention. They said she works at a strip club. She used to dance. She was an exotic dancer. I'm not saying nothing against her because she's an exotic dancer. I got homegirls that used to strip. My homegirl Marissa, God bless her soul, she was killed. She used to strip. I don't have anything against an exotic dancer. I don't have any, that's not what I'm saying. Okay, cool. They were in a strip joint. They were birth intoxicated, and they said an argument ensued. So when you hear false imprisonment, let me tell y'all what false imprisonment is before some people take it a little too far. Bronze Flat Power, peace, God, salute. False imprisonment is, ladies, if you and your man is at a party, if you and your man is at a grocery store, if you and your man is at church, if you and your man are at a setting and you and your man start arguing, if your man grabs your arm, grabs your head, grabs your neck, grabs your body, and walks you away from the spot that you were standing at, that is false imprisonment. Meaning, when you're in prison, you are not in your control. You are not free. When you're in prison, you do not have the right to just walk around if you're locked in a cell. That's called imprisonment. But the reason why he was charged with false imprisonment is because they said, I quote, he grabbed the back of her head and her hair and was dragging her while she was kicking and screaming, leaving the club, going towards his vehicle. We together? We all lined up? Grabbed by the head, walking towards the car and his vehicle. Now I'm going to ask everybody this question. Have you ever been at a club and seen a couple arguing and seen a man grab his woman, whether it was by her hair, I have, whether it was by her arm or her hand, and forcefully left the building with her? Anybody ever saw that? Hey, Tanja. I don't know if I spoke you out, sister. I see you. Thank you. Thank you, ladies, because I don't want y'all saying that I'm with this shit, because I'm not. Thank you, East New York. Thank you, Annette. Thank you, Tanja. Okay, now what I mean by this is women are known to be vocal, very expressive. Y'all can be very disrespectful as far as words. You don't have to say things like fuck you. You don't have to say things like cutting you out of your, disrespecting your character. But you know, when it comes to your man, just like with men, we can say things that only we know will get under the skin of our women. Just like women, y'all can say things that get under the skin of their man. Okay, cool. When he walked her to the car, pay attention, he let her go to open the car door. Thank you, Angie. Thank you, Angie. She said we can push terms. So we're not saying we're not saying, we're just talking about circumstances. Say he took her from the club, he's drunk, she's drunk, grabbed her by her hair, he's walking with her, dragging, she's screaming, get off me, let me go, I'm not going with you. And y'all know when a dude is upset, when he's drunk, when he's in a club, or we feel embarrassed, the first thing, come on, we leaving. We getting the fuck up out of here. Yo, we going home. You ain't staying here. You know, sometimes, well, you can go home if you want to, but I'm staying here with your friend. Man, fuck your friends. You going with me right now. Okay, we're talking about a man that is a multi-millionaire, that is from the streets of Baltimore, that has been raised in a home where his mother, where he was subject to seeing domestic violence with his mother and father. Little man, I see you in the building. Salute, beloved. I want to talk right now. City boy, I see you, boy. Salute. I want to talk right now. East New York said, yes, you have to have self-control to walk away. Now let's talk about the hood. Let's talk about the hood for a minute. When you go to certain suburban areas or people that was raised with different backgrounds that wasn't so vital or brutal, they'll walk away. But I'm talking about us. He's cocky. He's a young man. He's a multi-millionaire. And he seems like the type that does not want to hear no. He's spoiled. Rose Gold, I see you in the building. We got Rose Gold Records. He said he's looking for motherfucking artists at all times. Make sure y'all hit him up. She's arguing with him. He's arguing with her. The minute he gets to the car, he lets her go. He goes to open the door, and she runs off to a couple of her friends that were with her, male and female. Let's stay together for a minute. She runs off to her friends, and she's saying, I'm not going back with him. Yo, Gary Minor, I see you in the building. What's up, my guy? I see you in the building. Yo, shout out to my man Gary Minor, y'all. Y'all remember Gary was on the show. Gary cursed me out. I didn't curse Gary out, but he family, DCEP shit. He's not for blame. We both are, because we both know better. That's neither here nor there. But I want to give my man his props, because I used to talk to my man about certain things pertaining to alcohol. We're going to get back to Gervonte Davis, but I'm going to give my man his flowers, y'all. And I want everybody in here to give my man his flowers. Yo, Gary, do me a favor and tell everybody in the building how long it's been now since you've had a drink. Since you've had a drink. I want you to tell everybody that. Give my man a time, some type up in here. Because I used to always say to Gary, yo, when you start drinking, you get on my fucking nerves. Ah! You know what I'm saying? My man stopped drinking. Cold turkey. I'm not saying it had nothing to do with me. This is something he decided to do for himself. There's something he decided to do for himself. You dig that? Something he decided to do for himself. And I appreciate and I stand for him. My man Gary Minor decided to make a decision to just leave the alcohol alone. He's calmer now. If y'all not following him on Instagram, Gary, drop your link, let the people come in, because we need that type of support around you, because that's one thing I'm never going to do, is not support somebody and give them their flowers. And I salute you for that, bruh. I really do, because I got family members and I got friends. And I have family members that I always told them, I love y'all to death, but when y'all, like I said before, you're not high, you're under an influence, it just scares me, man. 8 months and 10 days. Shout out to my nigga DMW Shots also. He was also dealing with the alcohol abuse at one particular time, and he made it his duty to stop. So shout out to both of them brothers. I'm giving them their flowers for that, man. One day at a motherfucking time. That's a fact, Annette. Because certain demons that we have on us, you dig what I'm saying? We don't know how to deal with them, but the Most High, man, gave my man the courage and the strength 8 months and 10 days. So shout out to Gary Minor for that. You dig what I'm saying? He originally Team Guardian. Gary just, his heart is just too big, and he went certain places, and I told him certain places might not be his fit, but that's a grown man, y'all. Like, I can't tell y'all what to do. I used to be real possessive when it came to Team Guardian, and people used to be like, yo, Dice, you can't tell people where to go. It was never me trying to be nobody's father or mother. It's just I'm real protective because I see certain things. It's just something about a Virgo. I see certain things. You understand what I'm saying to you? But people can go where they want to go. You know what I'm saying? I just be trying to be more mindful about how I am because I'm real protective when it comes to my family and friends. You dig what I'm saying? And y'all my family. A lot of y'all are family to me, and a lot of y'all my friends. Now let's get back to motherfucking Gervonte Davis, though. We all come from the hood. We all come from the hood. And like you said, the women have said that they've seen situations where men and they women, baby mothers, wives, whatever you want to call it, us as men, we've seen niggas with their baby mothers arguing with clubs and taking them out of clubs. I've seen baby mothers attack men where they had to leave clubs. So I want to talk about Gervonte Davis. Not a regular individual. Multi-millionaire, big endorsements, under Floyd Mayweather. And he's a child. He's a big spoiled kid. You notice he's been going through this same situation with this young lady for a long time. The young lady ran to her friends. Pay attention to what I'm saying, y'all. The young lady ran to her friends, male and female. But the men minded their business. The women minded their business. Because you know that they always say, when you see a couple fighting, what we always told, mind your business, because when you try to break up a couple fighting, the couple will turn on you both and get back to their fighting. Holly said it's his habit, and that's a fact. It's his habit and his alcohol consumption under the influence. Under the influence. Like I told you before the other day, my grandmother told me, people say, I was drinking, babe. That's why I slept with her. I was drinking, babe. That's why I slept with her. I was drinking, babe. That's why I slept with him. And I always asked my grandmother, she said, because she was a nurse, she said, when you smoke marijuana, marijuana is a euphoric. It's like something that has you uplifted, has you high, jittery, laughing, joking, giggly. She said, but when it comes to the consumption of alcohol, when it comes to the consumption of alcohol, people, if you consume too much alcohol, you are under the influence. Now let's think about this. Before he was under the influence of alcohol, and before she may have been under the influence of alcohol or whatever they may have been dealing with allegedly, they were in a relationship. See, this is the part people forget about when we look at things pertaining to violence between men and women, domestic violence. His people in his surrounding, in his camp, are not supportive of him. You pay attention to what I'm saying to you? They're not supportive of him because they're allowing him to do certain things. And the OGs that's around him aren't really dealing with themselves like OGs. They're being yes men. If he got $100 million and he's paying us, we're not going to get him upset because we don't want to get fired. But let's get back to this. Green eyes, be easy. Be easy, beloved. Be easy. I don't want them to shoot you and I don't want to shoot you. Grown folks conversation over here. This ain't goofy giggly time. Back to what I was saying. The man has a lot of fucking anger. And the man has also took so many blows to his head. Yo, get them likes up, y'all, like East New York said. 22 in the building and only 17 likes. Like Tanya said, hit that like button. Grown folks content. Isn't this what y'all want? Now, I'm glad most of the people in here have witnessed couples that fight. Couples that fight Do I co-sign it? No. But they've been going through something for so long. She's been upset with him because of his outside relationships pertaining to her. Lola Montana, I see you, girl. Happy New Year to you, sis. Shout out to Black to the P and the whole family. I hope everybody all right. We come from brutal backgrounds. Everybody in here has a mother or father, parents, uncles or aunts, brothers or sisters that have fought each other, that have got angry with each other and have assaulted each other. Because pay attention, domestic violence was never brought up until O.J. Simpson, rest in peace, and Nicole Brown Simpson. Remember, before O.J. Simpson, domestic violence was never even a big thing. You get into a fight with your girl, you go to the precinct, you go home, you get a ticket. But after O.J. Simpson, and because the extremities of that case, it catapulted around the whole world. Then there was a situation in Manhattan where a couple was arguing with each other, an Hispanic couple from the Bronx. I can't remember his name. You can look it up. It was in the 90s. And then they gave the man a desk appearance ticket. They gave him a desk appearance ticket, the thing that they would give you at the precinct if you and your girlfriend, you and your baby mother, you and your wife, if you and your husband, you and your boyfriend, you and your baby father, whoever was the aggressor, you got this thing called a DAT. It's called a desk appearance ticket. It means when they run your prints and they find out that you don't have any warrants, they release you from the precinct with a date to come to court. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? This man needs help. Yes, we're all going to say he's a monster. We're all going to say he's displaying monsteristic traits. But who would he be with help? Who would be if he was not sober, if he was sober? Gary said, you act more truthfully drinking than sober because sober, you know how to hide it. And what they always say, if you want to hear the truth, it's going to be, who going to tell you the truth? It's 3 people that's going to tell you the truth in this world. 3 people. The first one is a baby. The second one is a person that don't like you. And the third one is a person they say is drunk. They say a drunk mind will speak a sober song. A drunk mind will speak a drunk mind will speak a sober tongue. Drunk mind speaks sober thoughts. Now let's look at this from this point of view. He's out on bail because of his long, extensive domestic violence situations with this young lady and his ex-girlfriend and his baby mother. Okay? He's always fighting women. He's always beating up on women. Agreed. Agreed. But has he had any help? But has he had any help? Has he identified within himself that he has a problem? Don't you understand? We can't correct nothing until we admit what's really going on, men or women. You can tell me all day, yo, Dice, you need to stop drinking. Until I feel as though I need to stop drinking or it's detriment to my life or my health or my freedom, I'm going to keep going through the same revolving door. His situation, to me, is mental. A lot of people are coming to this particular situation. Yo, he's always doing this. He's always doing that. Exactly. So that means he has always had a problem. That means he has always had a problem that has been ignored for how many years? Yeah, I'm going to get him out of here. I'm not going to keep going through it. We're going to get him out. I'm going to see you tomorrow, Green Eyes. I just gave you 24 hours because I don't know what be wrong with you, bro, but you will fuck up a show because you talk too much and you type too much foolishness. So I just gave you 24 hours and you can come back tomorrow because I don't want to really keep going through this. I claim the same thing to you every time. You notice everywhere you go, Green Eyes, you just do the same thing. You was in Dooms the other night doing the same thing. It's like wherever you go, you want to be the center of attraction. If that's the case, all you have to do is schedule a live and go live. And the people that come to the live, they are coming to support you. And at your live and at your podcast, you are the center of attraction. Over here, that shit don't work. Back to what I was saying. Gervonte Davis grew up just like some of us grew up, watching his parents fight. Gervonte Davis grew up in Baltimore, Maryland, watching people fight. A lot of people are under the addictions of alcohol, cocaine, heroin, now fentanyl, just like marijuana, but some drugs bring out different personalities in people. Simple and plain. Do I believe he's supposed to go to jail? No. I don't. I believe if jail is going to be brought up in the conversation, it should be under the terms. If you do not go to a mental facility, if you do not go to a place where they will be able to talk to you about what angers you, about what triggers you, and about what upsets you. If you don't agree to go to this type of setting where you will be monitored, where you won't be able to freely indulge in alcohol, where you won't be able to freely indulge in any type of drugs that he may be dealing with allegedly, I think it would be a different outcome. Holly said, I keep trying to tell him to chill in a subtle way, but shit, he don't mean no harm, y'all. It's just, he's just green eyes. I seen you, East New York, everybody, yo, chill. It ain't like that. He's green eyes. You understand what I'm saying to you? He's just green eyes. Back to what I was saying. I believe jail is for certain individuals. Hideous, harsh crimes, horrific, harsh crimes, child molesters, pedophiles. But I also think that everybody should have the opportunity for mental help. All of us have things that trigger us. Some of us have developed self-control because when we were younger, we understood when we didn't develop self-control what it did to us. We understood what happened when we didn't do what? Catch ourselves. And we also had certain people around us that we respected that gave us great information pertaining to us making fools out of ourselves. But when it comes to Gervonte Davis, this is a multi-millionaire. And nobody can't tell him nothing. Even Floyd Mayweather said he's hot-headed. He's hot-headed. And he's been through a lot of things. Now, before we just say throw him in jail, before we say throw him in jail, shouldn't we at least say, hold up, maybe we should try to get some mental help for him first? Shouldn't we say that? Because if he keeps repeating the same actions, if he keeps putting his hands on people, besides the fact he is a professional boxer, he's a professional boxer. His hands are legal. He is trained to fight, and he makes a living over fighting. And we have to all agree, if this is what's happening with the last 3 relationships he's had, there's a problem that needs to be addressed. See, with a lot of these celebrities, pro athletes, and stars, instead of them going and having judges automatically say, yo, check this out. Do you want to go to jail? No, I don't want to go to jail. So this is what I'm going to do. You're going away for 6 months. You're going away for a year. You're going away to a facility, and we're going to check in on this facility. And then we're going to ask this facility, how is your behavior improving or declining due to therapy? Pay attention, because it's usually a therapeutic setting of calmness where you can talk to somebody after they're no longer enraged. He can't be just an evil person, but he can become an evil person when he's what? High or under the influence of alcohol. Because of the way he was raised, I'm not making excuses, but a lot of us are products of our environment. A lot of us are. A lot of us are products of our environment. And a lot of us don't really know how to deal with anger. I had a problem with anger when I was younger. I always wanted to fight. Like, niggas say something to me, instead of me just, yo, leave that shit alone, that shit ain't nothing. What you said? I heard something about a nigga saying something to me. Instead of me just saying, fuck what a nigga talking about because he didn't say it to me, going to address certain people for things that may have been said or not been said, I had to do some soul searching and look at the person inside like, yo, people don't have a string on me. I'm not a fish in the water where somebody has me hooked and they can just pull me to a scenario. I am willingly going to a scenario knowing that it might erupt to violence. It might erupt to somebody losing their life. It might erupt to somebody going to jail. It might erupt to somebody going to the hospital. I had to do soul searching within myself. I had to tell myself, yo, you moving like a fucking fool, boy. Like, you know, when you had them conversations with yourself, a lot of people don't like looking in the mirror. You know, when I'm looking in the mirror and your conscience is subliminally talking to you telepathically like, yo, you know you playing yourself? Yo, artist, salute. I see you in the building. I mean, has anybody in here ever really been in front of that mirror and certain things that we may have not done or we know we shouldn't have done subconsciously just arises in our mind? I have. So when it comes to Gervonte Davis, let him get some help first. Because I'm not going to go into the whole situation, oh, they're trying to destroy another black man. Because you know that scenario will come around to, oh, he's black, that's the only reason why they're doing it to him. Because a lot of these judges and a lot of these defense lawyers and a lot of these prosecutors are all in cahoots for money. So say, for instance, if he's coming into the courthouse and because they know he has a bag, because he's a multi-million professional boxer, this is what we're going to do. We're going to give him a slap on the wrist. We're going to charge his lawyer $85,000, maybe $100,000, things that may not seem outlandish, the prices that may not seem outlandish to a person with his financial status. Now, if it came to somebody like us and we go to court and they say, well, you need $100,000 to fight this case. And we go, what? $100,000? I ain't got no goddamn $100,000. But then as opposed to when it comes to these athletes, these superstars, these pro athletes, the first thing they're going to say, I don't give a fuck. I pay you whatever I want to. Just get this shit off my record. Because there are judges that have allowed him to walk out of court every time, just like now, a situation arises just because of his bond money. Instead of saying, yo, you know what? Give him a psych treatment. Mandatory. I want him in a mental institution for 3 days. Mandatory. I don't care what the defense lawyer is saying. I don't care what the prosecuting lawyer is saying. As a judge, I'm seeing his face too many times and I think he has a problem. But they're not thinking about that. They're thinking about, yo, we got $100,000 to bust it down. That's what I mean, sis. She said, no, Dice, it's a pick and choose situation. Because they're going to pick the people, pay attention, like she said, pick and choose. They're going to pick the people that they feel as though should get a slap on the wrist because of their financial status. And then they're going to choose the people that don't have financial status to go to jail and make examples of. Because let me explain something to you. If it was somebody in the hood, that didn't have a dime, that wasn't a professional, didn't have his money and didn't have his connections, they'd have been in jail on a 2 to 6. Breaking order protections, assaulting people. Number one, if you are a boxer, your hands is a weapon. Your hands is registered. So the minute he puts his hands on somebody, did he punch her? Nah. She said he didn't punch her. This case, she said he didn't punch her. He grabbed her by her hair and the back of her neck and walked her from the club to his car. And when he got to his car or his truck, he went to open the door and she ran off hysterical into the same people that watched the whole altercation without these people stepping in. Do you know why sometimes a bunch of people don't step in? Because the first thing they say is, and I'm not saying this is right, the first thing people say is, they always fighting. See what that said? They was hanging Chris Brown. And you know what that came from? Allegedly, Jay-Z. Allegedly. That came from Jay-Z and his political connections. And they said the way that he wanted to get back at Chris Brown, because let's tell the truth. It's been for years that allegedly the reason why Rihanna was brought to the game because she was one of the underage girls that Jay-Z was sleeping with. Let's not act like we don't know his history with women. And that said, Dice, Chris Brown was arrested one time and everybody was canceling him. Then we have other like him who have been arrested multiple times and get passes. That's right. Because that was something political. The nigga they said Jay-Z was furious about that. Because some people say that Chris Brown and Rihanna was arguing over Chris Brown supposedly getting a cell phone call, and she snatched his phone call. And then the story turned around, allegedly, that Chris Brown had assaulted Rihanna for giving him a sexually transmitted disease. Y'all forgot about that? So let me ask y'all something. If your husband came home and give you a certain sexually transmitted disease, you're not going to bust his ass? I'm talking to the ladies. You're going to be like, okay, well, you just gave me a sexually transmitted disease and I'm just going to go to the hospital and I'm going to be upset. To the fellas, your girl give you a sexually transmitted disease, your baby mother, your girl, I'm talking about your woman. What do we do? Oh, I'm just going to go get a shot and get checked up. Don't worry about it, baby. You mean to tell me there's not going to be, and I'm not saying it's right, it's not going to be any type of altercation, whether it's an argument, whether it's bumping, whether it's hollering, whether it's screaming, whether it's things being thrown at each other? She said Rihanna and Chris fought because she hit him first. Pay attention. That's what they said. Pay attention. Pay attention. She's 100% right. Lola Montana's 100% right. The allegation was he was receiving phone calls, and because of her jealousy and her temper, she attacked him, and he caught her with the backhand. Blow! Stop playing with me. But then they brought out more suspense. Because, you know, they'll tell you a lie for everything to make a story sound much better. Oh, no, he was mad because she gave him a sexually transmitted disease. She gave him syphilis. That's what I heard. It was a bunch of stories and allegations pertaining to that couple. But you know what people just didn't really understand? That was a couple that had a fucking fight. Montana said Chris caught Rihanna flirting. They left and was arguing. She hit him and then said, take it like your mom used to, and he bopped her. Allegedly. Pay attention. They're arguing, allegedly. Rihanna's flirting with someone. Chris Brown. I'm Chris Brown. I say, yeah. Is you crazy? You ain't gonna be playing with me. I'm Chris Brown. I can dance. Thank you, Rose. And they were mad young. That shit could have destroyed Chris Brown's whole legacy in his career. They still talk about it to this day. But a lot of people don't know. That nigga Chris Brown sitting up right now, and this chick's paying $2,500 to take a picture with her. This chick's paying $2,500 to take a picture with that man. You know why women are still paying that money? Do you know why Chris Brown is still a heartthrob? Allegedly? Can anybody answer the question? How come women are still supportive of Chris Brown? Give me that. Allegedly. How come are they still supportive of Chris Brown? You liking what you see? Everything designer that's on me? How come they still so supportive of Chris Brown? How come? Because a lot of people know they got family members, and it could have been themselves that grew up sometimes, and they've seen people fight. And just like all of us in here, just like it was said earlier, we've seen couples go through their ups and downs. We've seen both sides, men and women, that cannot control their emotions and then resort with violence because they're angry, instead of calming down, walking away, and trying to resolve the situation when birth parties are calm. We've all seen it. That's why he's still a heartthrob. That's still a heartthrob. And that's what I'm saying about the situation with Gervonte Davis. Do I agree with anything that he has done? No, I don't believe in niggas hitting women. I don't believe in niggas hitting women. I'm going to keep it funky with you. Now, if I'm somewhere, me and my woman somewhere, and you walk up aggressively to my woman, we going to jump you. I don't give a fuck. Y'all can call me what y'all want to call me right now. Me and my woman somewhere ain't no fucking fair ones. Ain't no fair ones. If you walk up trying to hurt mines, we gonna hurt you. It's simple and plain. See, I'm not the person that's gonna be standing in front of some female arguing. Bitch, I'm gonna do this to you. And I'm not gonna allow nobody to talk to me like that. See, I move off vibes and energy. So once I see that we right now ain't at calmness, and I don't know you, and I don't know what you're capable of doing, and I don't know if you may have a gun. I don't know if you may have a knife. I don't even know if you're on medication. I'm not going to be sitting up arguing with you, yo. Let you be arguing with my woman, quote unquote, and I'll be like, babe, come on, we out. And you still keep being aggressive. Let me try to walk away with my woman, and you still keep walking up like you want to hurt mine. I might swing first. Y'all can judge me if y'all want to. That's just what I stand on. Ain't no fair ones with me and my baby. Fuck that bullshit. Ain't no fucking fair ones. Just like if I was in the street, which arguing with some nigga, you know what I'm saying? And my baby know I can handle my own. It ain't like she gonna sit up there and be quote unquote, yo, go ahead and shoot the fair one. My baby gonna try to get a bottle or something and crack a nigga head open. Might get poked up. You might get stabbed. And if she got that thing on her, you might get shot. You might get shot. Thank you, Holly. She said, Dice, no judgment here. I'm not with hitting no woman. Don't get it twisted. But I ain't letting nobody hurt me or mine. I'm not. I'm just from a different era. Because a lot of people be talking about, well, hey, she was a woman. A woman killed my motherfucking aunt. A woman killed my uncle, excuse me. Blew his goddamn brains out. There are so many women that are in jail now for murder. There are so many women in jail now for attempted murder. There are so many documentaries like Snapped, all them Lifetime specials. Well, I was mad and I just had to kill him. I killed him. I ain't mad. You see what Rose said? Facts. My wife keep the 9 on her. See, y'all can't be playing with people like that, man. That's why I always try to tell women, yo, check this out. Please don't scare nobody. Don't scare nobody, because if you scare somebody, what happens usually if you scare somebody? They will do anything to protect themselves. This could be man, woman, or child. This is all facts. People always walk around. See, this is the part I don't really understand. They have this description that women are delicate. Y'all are fragile creatures. And if I blow at you too hard, you're going to fall down or you're going to be bruised. I was never raised with women like that. I was raised with women that'll braid their hair. I was raised with women that will braid their hair. I got cousins and homegirls that would braid their hair, put Vaseline on their face. Anybody know anybody like that in the chat? If you do, let me see some dice cubes. Put Vaseline all on their goddamn face. Soak their hands in alcohol and vinegar. Because back in the days, a lot of females, remember y'all used to have them nails? I'm talking about before long nails. Soak their hand in vinegar. Ammonia. Because when they go to fight this girl, they gonna go scratching and trying to scratch under her skin to infect her. My homegirl Stephanie, I watched her break a Dragon Stout bottle and stab a girl in the face with it. So y'all can't tell me that bullshit about, she's a woman. A woman will kill you. My man, people said, yo, Dice, what you think about the new Black Panther movement that suddenly changed their name to the Black Lions? I saw that, peoples. I saw that. I saw that in Philadelphia. I seen a group of individuals that's supposed to be the representation of the new Black Panthers. I actually saw that, and I support that. Because a lot of people don't know their Fifth Amendment. A lot of people don't know the rules when it's coming to protection. And a lot of people don't know the rules when it comes to firearms. Because we got to look at this. All black people aren't good. All white people aren't bad. You see how many people in here say agreed, facts. You see the dice cubes? You see that? You see what she... Lola said, my aunts gets busy. You can't take a woman lightly. Because I think a woman is the most dangerous. To me, one of the most dangerous forms of life in this world. Because you carry the power of attraction. One man could walk by 100 women. And a couple of women may say, I may try to approach him. I might try to get his number. I might try to get with him. But if one beautiful woman was to walk by 100 men, every one of them gonna try to get at her. That's the only thing I don't really pay attention. It seems like when they talk about situations where women may have got the best, somebody may have got the best of them, they broadcast it. Oh, don't do that, that's a woman. But I done did shows with women. Like the woman I did a show with that was dealing with the Reverend. Y'all remember I did the show with the lady that they just gave life because she was dealing with the Reverend and she tried to say that he manipulated her. He was playing games with her. He tried to introduce her into threesomes. He told her that his wife was okay with them seeing each other. She was in a hotel. He asked her, why are you having sex with me like this? Why do you keep treating me like this? They showed that same woman going to the pawn shop to buy a firearm. They showed that same woman kill that man. You remember the situation with Joey Buttafuoco? The Italian mob guy back in the days was messing with a young girl named Amy Fisher. This rings a bell. Let me see some dice cubes. Guy, I see you in the building. Joey Buttafuoco, Amy Fisher, dealing with the young girl that used to work at the garage at the shop, and he started having a sexual affair with her. And when he ended that sexual affair, Y'all remember what happened, right? Amy Fisher went to his home, knocked on the door, rang the bell, and when Joey Buttafuoco's wife came to the door and opened the door, she shot that woman in her face. Nobody is supposed to be taken lightly, y'all. Nobody is supposed to be taken lightly. Not a man, nor a woman, and nor should these children. Nor should these children. Y'all do understand what I'm saying, right? Y'all do understand what I'm saying, right? A person that's upset. A person that's upset. A person that is angry. A person that is snapped. Y'all see the TV show called Snapped? What you think they be talking about on Snapped? Women that be breaking chopsticks? What do you think that's what they be talking about on Snap? They be breaking chopsticks? They be breaking french fries? Would they be snapping potato chips? No. There is a series on Lifetime called Snap about every woman on that show that is unalived a man or unalived a man and his wife or has tried to unalive a man. I remember one lady was dealing with a sheriff in Virginia. And what did she do? She drugged him. They came to the hotel and she drugged him. She gave him something that knocked him out, a sedative. And she took his house keys and went to the local hardware store and had his keys, from his house keys, she made duplicates. And she waited till that man went to work. And she went inside that man's home and unalived his wife and his children. So I'm not sitting up saying, Vibes, I see you in the building, boy. I'm not condoning nobody putting their hands on a woman. I'm not condoning no domestic violence, because usually a nigga that beats on women won't fight no men. But I'm telling y'all, y'all better stop running around making it seem like women are so weak and so defensive. Yes, some men are more powerful. I got a couple of cousins and aunts down here that'll beat a bunch of these niggas' asses, I know. I got a couple of cousins and aunts down here that'll shoot the fair one with you and beat your ass. Rest in peace to my cousin Karen. That's how she died. That's how she died. She was in front of a juke joint one night. And the dude that she was fucking with, they got to arguing. It starts raining. True story. And they shooting the fair one. She's getting the best of him. Boop, bop, bop. The whole town says my cousin Karen McDowell, may she rest in peace, was getting the best of him, where he had to grab her and throw her away from him because her hands was crazy and it was raining. And when he threw her, may my cousin rest in peace, he threw her towards the street. And when he threw her towards the street, she was hit and ran over by a car. And she's no longer here with us. I told you about my Aunt Joanne and my Uncle Sonny Boy, my grandmother's baby brother. She told my grandmother, Edna, if your brother goes and see, and I have no racist in my, he was dealing with a Caucasian woman. My Aunt Joanne came and told my grandmother, the next time your brother goes and see that woman, y'all gonna bury him. I was a little boy, never forget my aunt saying that shit. See, but when I was young, I didn't pay attention to what was going on. My aunt walked all the way down the road at night to talk to my grandmother about her brother, and all she had on was a jacket and a nightgown and no shoes. Because in the South back in the days, they didn't wear shoes. A lot of people didn't wear shoes, so they took that away from us. Mother Nature and the earth and the ground, that's our harmonic point when it comes to grass. Rose Gold will tell you about this. In the South, we're more connected with the earth with a raw bottom of foot. That's why they started making us wear these shoes with this rubber on the bottom of it. Well, my aunt came and told my grandmother, if your brother goes and see this woman one more time, and then y'all gonna bury him. The following week, may my Uncle Sonny Boy rest in peace. He went and seen that lady. Came home, gave my Aunt Joanne the money like he always do, took a little bit of money for him to go chill. He didn't come home that Friday night. He didn't come home that Saturday night. But he came home that Sunday morning. They went to church like nothing happened. My little cousins, my aunt, my Uncle Sonny Boy, they said my aunt cooked him his favorite meal: meatloaf, mashed potatoes, mixed vegetables, and red Kool-Aid. My cousin said she put them to bed. Pay attention to how a woman will think. My cousin said Mama put us to bed so early we didn't want to go to sleep. Check this out. So they're in their room, and they heard my aunt and my uncle making love. This is all facts. They heard my aunt and my uncle making love. That Friday night he was with that woman, that Saturday night he was with that woman. And that Sunday night she cooked him meatloaf, mashed potatoes, mixed vegetables, red Kool-Aid. They heard him making love. They heard them making love to each other. And my uncle took his shot. My aunt took his shotgun and blew my uncle's head off the second he went to sleep. So people better stop talking about what a woman won't do or what a woman can't do. Let's take a little commercial break, and we're going to get into this Donald Trump shit. Can y'all dig it? Let's go.
Party. You ain't never smoked with me, never stamped the dope with me, never shot a nigga long range through the scope with me. Fucked 100 bricks up and went broke with me. Shared the same sneakers or the same coat with me. You ain't never grind with me, never did no time with me. Eating Jack Mac and tuna fish off the ride with me. Mask down, kicking niggas' doors, slide with me. Death before dishonor, you ain't joined a mob with me. Wasn't in the hood with me. You ain't play the back block and bust a jug with me. You ain't clean the ratchet off and load the clip with me. You ain't ride uptown and cop no drip with me. When niggas came bustin', you ain't bust back with me. My first 50,000, you ain't touched that with me. Them 12 skinnies, you ain't sling those with me. Them late night murders, you ain't seen those with me. While you was up early getting ready for your class, we was lighting candles up and burning all the bags. You was on your way to school, we was on the ass. Beating up a junkie cause he stole a nigga's stash. Product of my gutter, bitch, I'm really from the trenches. Them 12 skinnies, when I stuff them look like dentures. Ain't worried about no static, we not ducking any tension. Somebody ever try me, then somebody getting injured. Hardy. You ain't never smoked with me, never stamped the dope with me, never shot a nigga long range through the scope with me. Fucked 100 bricks up and went broke with me. Shared the same sneakers or the same coat with me. You ain't never grind with me, never did no time with me. Eating Jack Mac and tuna fish off the ride with me. Mask down, kicking niggas' doors, slide with me. Death before dishonor, you ain't joined a mob with me.
Yo, shout out to them boys out there in Jersey. That's hard luck, you dig what I'm saying? Go check his album out. All them shits is fire. Let's talk about something. I did a show the other night. With a man that came up and responded to Nicki Minaj. He responded to Nicki Minaj because Nicki Minaj made some homophobic comments pertaining to him. He came back real smooth. He didn't get disrespectful. He didn't get vulgar. But what he said, I didn't know. I did not know. James, peace, God, I see you. I did not know Nicki Minaj was illegal. I did not know that her paperwork wasn't in order. See, now I'm starting to think about certain things. Now, is that the reason why she married her baby father, knowing that he was a pedophile? Is that the reason why she married him and had a baby with him? Because of the law that if she has a baby on the United States land and soil, that baby is automatically a citizen. And because of new legislation, they are not really pushing to separate parents and children. Y'all do know that, right? new legislative laws have passed. People that may come here, and I don't want to say the word illegal alien, immigrants, migrants that may have migrated here from other countries. If a woman was to happen to give birth to a child here in the United States, y'all know she's a citizen. Facts. And because of the controversial situations that's been happening with so many people taking parents away from their children going into the system, their parents going into these concentration camps, these parents are being sent back to their countries. It's not a good look on the United States. It's not. It's starting to look like, they're heartless. They don't have no compassion for people. It's just not a good look. You know what I'm saying? You're going to take a baby away from her mother. You're going to take children away from their mother. So they did some ups and downs and threw a little curveballs, and they say, well, you know what? If you should happen to come here and you don't have a green card, if you got into the United States, the turmoil that you may have went through to get into the United States, and then you should happen to be dealing with someone in the United States that's a citizen, and y'all would have a child together, they're not really prosecuting to come get you like that. MDCIX, salute. He says salute in Egypt, just pass it through. Appreciate you, beloved. Hey, Queen. Hey, Queen Gigi. See you in the building. Well, I don't know if y'all been knowing what's going on. The other day, Nicki Minaj was given a gold card from our president, Donald Trump. I know y'all heard about that. She was given a gold card, meaning the card is like an immunity card, like immunity, like diplomatic immunity. You know, when people have come to the United States, like the United Nations, and you have ambassadors and prime ministers and presidents of certain countries, when they come to the United States, they usually drive around in cars with red, white, and blue plates that say diplomatic immunity, meaning because you are here on a diplomatic visa, meaning you're coming over here because of diplomacy, you're coming to the United Nations because something that's going on between the United States and your company, you're the representative of, you're the representation of your company. So since you are here, certain things cannot be done to you. It's like a pass. It's like a give one, give two. Well, Nicki Minaj the other day was awarded a gold card by Donald Trump. And I don't believe that bullshit, y'all. But you know what? Fuck what I'm talking about. I want y'all to tell me how y'all feel about this. Remember what y'all heard this for, man. Let's go.
We're also pleased. My daughter, she went crazy when she heard that this was I want to go. She happens to be in the wrong state right now for that. But when she heard that there's a certain person that's here who's the greatest and most successful female rapper in history, Nicki Minaj. Come on. And, and Nicki makes a lot of cash. Not as much as Michael Dell. Not quite. Not as much, but that's okay. But Nicki makes a lot of money, and she's generously stepping up. She's investing hundreds of thousands of dollars in Trump accounts to support the children. And
did y'all hear that? Don't let that go past your head. Number one, he done called her the number one female artist in America. That's bullshit. But pay attention to what he said. She has been donating. Pay attention to what he said. She has been donating hundreds of thousands of dollars to Trump campaigns and Trump fundraising and things pertaining to Trump, meaning she's financially helping and support to keep Donald Trump alive, along with a greater host of other people. Just pay attention to this.
And Nicki makes a lot of cash. Not as much as Michael Dell. Not quite. Not as much. But that's okay. But Nicki makes a lot of money, and she's generously stepping up. She's investing hundreds of thousands of dollars in Trump accounts to support the children. And really the children of her incredible fans. That's great. Focus on that. Why should you give to somebody else's fans? Give to your fans. I like that. But, and I just think she's great. You know, I've been hearing so much over the years, because I didn't know Nicki, and I've been hearing over the years she's a big Trump supporter and a Trump fan, and she took a little heat on occasion. Her community isn't necessarily, I tell you, we did pretty damn well with that, with your community, as we say. But Nicki has been an unbelievable supporter. She gets almost as much as Mr. Wonderful over here. He's been another one that's been so good. But I'd like to ask you to come up, Nicki. Come on up. Come on. She's been such a great supporter, and a great supporter of Trump accounts.
Notice he keeps saying a great supporter of Trump accounts.
And I said, I'm going to let...
Not a Trump account. Trump accounts. Plural.
My nails grow, because I love those nails. I'm gonna let those nails grow. She's so good. She's been MAGA. What can I say? She's been with us all the way, right, Alex? She's been with us all the way, and just want to thank her. And it wasn't so easy. For you, it was easier, right? You want to come up? You want to come up? Mr. Wonderful, come on up here. You've been terrific. Come on up.
Hello. Well, I don't know what to say, but I will say that I am...
Now, hold on. Something don't seem funny about that, y'all? He got Nicki Minaj up there that he said he ain't even know who she was, and he got the other nigga from Shark Tank. Anything seem funny about that? He got Nicki Minaj, which he just admitted has been funding a lot of his accounts. Not one, counts, plural. And he got the dude from Shark Tank. See, all this is starting to be, to me, a big-ass fucking play. But let's get into this. Let's go.
Probably the president's #1 fan. And that's not going to change. And the hate, or what people have to say, it does not affect me at all. It actually motivates me to support him more. And it's going to motivate all of us to support him more. We're not going to let them get away with bullying him and, you know, the smear campaigns. It's not going to work, okay? He has a lot of force behind him, and God is protecting him. Amen. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
On behalf of all the entrepreneurs in America, I'd like to thank you, Mr. President, because we create 72% of the jobs. Companies 5 to 500 employees, and all we care about is policy. We love policy, pro-business policy, and these accounts are fantastic for independence and support. I thank you very much. It's all about the entrepreneur, and I think you know that, sir.
Thank you very much.
How do y'all honestly feel about that, man? I'm going to drop the link. How do y'all feel about that? How do y'all honestly feel about that? Do you believe that Nicki Minaj really went up on that stage and is politically supportive of Donald Trump because she believes in the way he's running our country and the policies that he's administrating, or she did that because, like I said, she wanted diplomatic immunity because it was just brought to everybody's attention that her paperwork was not right. East New York said, no, I don't. Me personally, Nicki Minaj is first of all, I'm not knocking her hustle. Now, let's get that straight. I am not going to knock her hustle. Because when it comes to strategy, shit, it's just like Kodak Black. It's just like Lil Wayne. If we're going to talk about strategic measures, Lil Wayne was caught on the plane with a gold .50 caliber gun on a plane. Was it loaded? No. Was it registered to him? No. It was a gift from someone he had went to Medico to see. Because of Donald Trump erased all of the charges that Lil Wayne had and pardoned him from them charges, so he did not have to do any prison time. Now imagine the contributions that Lil Wayne gave to Donald Trump. Let's talk about Kodak Black. Kodak Black was in jail facing so much time. But because of his political contributions, Donald Trump decided to pardon him also. Now, don't get it twisted. There are a bunch of people that have been pardoned. If you know anything about Louis Hobbs was pardoned also by Donald Trump. A well-known figure from Brooklyn, New York, that was known for allegedly being involved with a lot of the cocaine trafficking back in the days in Brooklyn and Harlem and Washington, D.C., rest in peace to Demencio, and who was given life in prison without ever having the eligibility for parole. But before Trump's last term, he was one of the 100 people, you can look this up, that Trump pardoned. His name is Louis Hobbs, Hobbs. Now, I don't know nothing about Lou being in no politics, but I do know the stories I've heard of him and the stories I've heard about money that he has made. And shout out to Putio, if you know, you know. And I did hear about them having allegedly so much money that they were targeted because a lot of the money that they were using was supposedly used to build a hospital and fund the construction of a hospital that was built in Atlanta, Georgia, allegedly. They said these individuals had a crew of dudes that was getting so much money, they all contributed money to build a hospital. Do y'all know what a hospital is? In Atlanta, Georgia, which was seized by the government, and the hospital is still up. But they were all sent to the feds. If you know anything about the twins, the Goodnights, the Louis Hobbs, the Putios, the Demencios, etc., etc. If you was there, you was there. Why was Lou given pardon? Did they feel as though that he was given too much time? Did they feel as though he was given an unfair trial? Did they feel as though that the charges that was given to him was trumped up because of new stature, because of the new way that they have changed certain things and the stipulations of certain crimes? Maybe they felt as though he did enough time because Lou is home. But does this mean that our country is for sale? Does this mean that you do not have to have any type of moral integrity or moral compass to be in politics anymore? Because you know they say the more money you got, the bigger campaign you got. The more investments you got, the more chance you have to become legislation, senators, governors, mayors, presidents of the United States. Is this what this world is coming to? Me personally, I'm not a Nicki Minaj fan. But I am a fan of her strategic measure, which I feel as though she pulled off one of the smoothest smoothest moves ever. So shout out to Nicki Minaj for that. Like y'all said, Donald Trump, he's not really caring anymore about what's right and wrong. I'm seeing he's doing what he wants to do. Do I support Trump? Somewhat I do. One reason why I support Donald Trump, and I'm going to tell you this now. Donald Trump was never known to be a politician. Donald Trump was always a businessman. So when it comes to the economic system, dealing with the country, as far as how hard he is going on these countries now, like the Chinas, the Indias, the Russias, when it comes to these tariffs, it's a lot of things that Donald Trump is doing to help with the economics for the United States of America. And another reason why I support him is when it comes to his diligence and his stern attitude when it comes to him trying to break peace, and he does let it know he will go to war. He let that be known. So he gives you a certain chance to make things right. Like you see what he just did with the president and his wife of Venezuela. He just went up in there and started bombing one side of that island and then raided that man and his wife. And now that man is in jail. So when it comes to our country, I do support Donald Trump because at least if other companies were to come across with violence or a threat towards us, even though we don't need no war, because a lot of countries now, from the Middle East to China to Russia to the Ukraines, etc., a lot of countries now have the same ammunition when it comes to nuclear weapons. And if nuclear weapons get involved with anything right now, that could be detriment to the whole world. That could be detriment to the whole world. So at least when it comes to him being a pushover, we know he's not a pushover. When it comes to him being a businessman, we know he's one of the greatest businessmen ever because he went bankrupt. Remember, a lot of his companies were taken away from him, and then he came back with a multi-million-dollar hotel on Atlantic City called Trump Towers, and then he came out with the show with Anne Maurice and other so-called people and investors, If You Want to Be a Millionaire. So when it comes to his money or getting our money right, I do support Donald Trump. When it comes to his diligence and how he stands firm on if we got to go to war, we got to go to war, I stand on him with that too, because if we had a pushover in the White House, I think that we would be more threatened. Seriously. Maybach, like I say, I see you in the building, beloved. Yo, make sure you drop your link. Make sure y'all get over there and subscribe to Maybach. Yo, Maybach, I'm ready for one of them shows, man. He got a show called Questions. Let me tell y'all something. I enjoyed going over there, seeing that show the other day. And one of the questions that he asked was, if you had a chance, shout out to the young lady he did the show with. He said, if you had a chance to meet anyone in the world, to have a conversation with anyone in the world, he said, there's no such thing as a wrong answer because it's your answer. He asked the young lady, who would she like to speak to? Can anybody in here, except Maybach, can anybody in here tell me the person that the young lady, could y'all guess who the young lady said she wanted to speak to? Anybody want to take a shot at that? Her answer blew my mind. And it's going to blow your mind when I tell y'all. But if one of y'all want to feel as though that y'all want to take a guess at who he was talking about, feel free right quick. I'm going to give you a couple of seconds. Doom, 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 doom. You know the rest of the song. When y'all find out what this young lady said, anybody want to take a guess? Anybody? Anybody but a dead body? I'm going to give two people a chance to guess. If you hit it, you catch it. I didn't see none of y'all at the show, but let me tell y'all something. This answer was crazy. Facts, Maybach. You already know what that is, man. It's sad that a lot of the content creators, I'm not talking about people that just get up here and want to start screaming and disrespect each other. That's not content to me. No offense to nobody. That's disrespect. When it comes to content, great content, a lot of us are overlooked, and Maybach is one of them. He's always supported me, always supported me, checked on me behind the scenes. He noticed certain things about me. That's why I did that short that day pertaining to anticipation, what we anticipate from people. Boy, that was some real, shout out to him. I appreciate his support and everything. But I'm going to tell y'all who the young lady said she would like to speak to. Anybody want to give it a guess before I say the name? Anybody else? Because this shit blew my mind. And I'm telling you, everybody in here, when I tell you who the young lady said she wanted to speak to, it's going to blow your mind. Well, the person that the young lady said she wanted to speak to was Jesus Christ. I'm going to give y'all a second because I know that shit just fucked everybody up. Because when she said it, it fucked me up. She said, out of all the people in the world that may have passed away, out of all the influential people in the world that are no longer with us, who would she like to speak to? And she said, Jesus Christ. How y'all feel about that? Because that shit blew my mind. I ain't gonna front that. Excuse me for cursing on that. That answer blew my mind. Because there's only one person that I really believe in my heart that wanted to talk to Jesus Christ that I know, and that was my grandmother. I tell people because some people say, like she said, the reason why she wanted to speak to Jesus because that's her Lord Savior, Jesus Christ. I try to tell people Jesus is not God. He is not God. Jesus is one of the prophets. I'm there. He said he got another one, y'all. Drop your link. Make sure you go over there and pull up. Matter of fact, tomorrow we're going to pull up. He said he got another one coming on tomorrow at 3 p.m. I'm there, God's willing. If you wake up, make sure we come over there, give my man some support because it was fire. I mean, grown folks conversation. And shout out to the young lady Peaches. And I forgot the other young lady name. He got a great cast over there and a team. That's what I be trying to tell some of the sisters over here. I would love to just throw y'all up here one day and I just disappear and I'll be in the chat. And y'all rock the crowd. East New York, you need to start doing this because you got content and you got a story to tell. But like I said, some people, I'm not knocking nobody for what they believe in and what they perceive. But if you know anything about your Bible, and if you know about the Quran, Jesus was a prophet. He was a prophet that was sent here by God to give gospel. Just like Elijah Muhammad, we believe as Muslims, was the last prophet that ever lived, that was sent by God. See, Jesus, Moses, Abraham, they're all prophets to us in the Quran. This is facts. There's nothing wrong with people overstanding their prophecy and their prophetic voice and thought and gift that they gave to the world because Jesus came for the gospel. Muhammad came for what's right. But we ain't gonna get into all that. Before I get out of here, I want to play a song because there's a great battle coming up on URL TV. Shout out to Smack and them boys over there. A great battle coming up. Like I said, I've been anticipating this battle from the early 2000s. But URL has it booked. And when I find out the exact date, I'm going to make sure that I put it up because I want everybody that's into, rap or the whole battle rap thing, I want to check this battle out because they got Lloyd Banks versus FABOLOUS. And make sure y'all set y'all bell notification. When y'all subscribe, and make sure y'all always, to anybody that y'all subscribe to, make sure y'all always check y'all bell notifications because some people have told me, yo, Dice, I didn't get the bell notifications. And the reason why sometimes, because it happened with me with Maybach. I've been subscribed to my man for a long time, and YouTube, I don't know why they do this. YouTube is known for knocking your subscriptions off. Not your subscription, is known for knocking your notification off. See, when you subscribe to somebody, when you press subscribe, press the top button where it says all. So you'll get all notifications, meaning you'll get notifications when we're going live. You'll get notifications when we put up certain posts that may be quotes, maybe spiritual, maybe uplifting, maybe jokes. And you will also get lives when we go put up shorts. When we put up shorts. Because usually if you subscribe to somebody and you press all, if you are subscribed and press all, usually a half an hour before the show, everybody is supposed to get an indication letting them know that the person that you subscribe to will be going live in 30 minutes. The reason why sometimes you don't get the lives, say for instance, if it's 7:10, and then you upload a show for 7:30, nobody will get the notifications. Then you have to share it. The reason why you won't get the notifications is because it has to be a half an hour leeway where people can go ping. It's 30 minutes that YouTube has set that people should have enough time to get prepared or just get ready to see the show that they're anticipating to see. But like I said, they got a great battle coming up between Lloyd Banks, one of the most lyrical punchline kings that I have ever heard. Shout out to Lloyd Banks as an individual artist, even though when it came to G Unit back in the days, I was a 50 Cent fan. I'm a Tony Yayo fan. They all have their own styles. But what really pulled me to G Unit was Lloyd Banks. I am not gonna front. 50 Cent's story, the obstacles he's overcame, certain things that he's been involved with, etc., etc. Yes, very intriguing story. I love his flow. He can rhyme. Arguably, his first album, Get Rich or Die Trying, is gonna go down with one of the classics, just like Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt, just like Nas, It Was Written, etc., etc. But when it comes to Fabulous, and I'm not just saying this because I watched this boy grow up, and his man Paul Kane is my brother. Shout out to the whole Brevoid, like I said. Fabulous is dangerous. Uh-oh. East New York said, Dice, do you know after your show ends, you can't leave a comment? Hold on, my comments is on. Yo, you know what? I've been having to check that because YouTube, you're right. YouTube have modified and changed so many things now. So when you're doing your shows, you have to make sure that your stuff is on. I don't know why YouTube decided to do that, but they did that. They did that. So y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all bell notification is locked in for me, for you know when I'm going live, etc., putting up a post or dropping a short. But I'm going to play a song because I want y'all to leave this in the comment section. Shout out to China Brim. Put this in the comment section. I'm going to play a song right now. It's called Life's a Bitch by Nas, my favorite rapper, featuring my man, Anthony Cruz. Y'all know him as AZ. And to this day, I can't tell y'all who I feel gave the best verse on this album. To this day, I cannot tell you if Nas surpassed AZ. I can't tell you if AZ surpassed Nas. So I'm gonna end this show with that song. And if y'all can do me a favor, make sure I'm gonna have my comments on. Y'all go leave a comment and tell me who do y'all feel complimented this song the best. I appreciate everybody for pulling up. Y'all know where y'all get this content at. My name is Dice. You rocking with Team Guardian. Let's go.